Hello, everyone. How are you? I am here, Anna Walker with Anna Walker Designs, stabthingsintoexistence.com, and I am here to answer your question should anybody decide to join me here this evening. I am still cutting out masks as we speak. My youngest son needs masks that he can wear for work, and I am making sure. Oh, let me turn this down. I'm trying to do this so I can see comments while we're going. But yeah, hi. Um, it has been an interesting 4 years. Um, in fact, I was probably rude, and the poor young woman who just called me on the telephone is probably feeling very bad. But I was rather blunt when I got a telemarketer phone call asking to speak with my husband, and I said, "I'm sorry, Randall's been dead for 4 years." Um, that's my life, you know. I mean, it just is what it is, and um, if I don't treat it like it's a taboo subject, other people shouldn't either. But you know what? After 4 years, it would really be nice if the telemarketer stopped. But that's, has nothing to do with felting, except that Randy was greatly responsible for me beginning to teach felting. When I was contacted by the spousal activities event coordinator, Marion McBride, years ago when Randy was bragging on my felting skills, and she saw his brags on me on Twitter, and she contacted me. She says, "Hey, I hear you're coming to Gen Con, the best 4 days in gaming convention. And I saw that your husband said that you are a felter. And I thought you might be interested in teaching some felting classes since you're going to be here for the convention." And I went, "Okay, I'll give that a try. I hadn't done it before." I jumped right in, and I haven't looked back. And that was, holy crap, 8, 10 years ago. Trying to remember the first Gen Con I went to with Randy. The last one we did was in 2015. Um, and I want to say it was 2011, maybe. That was the first Gen Con I went to with him. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, that's what started my felt teaching. And I like to say that teaching people how to felt brings me great joy. It really does. And there is something about showing someone that is just trying something out for the first time, and through a 2 hour class helping them stab a creature from their imagination into existence, and seeing the look on their face when after that 2 hour class they have created that creature. They've created it out of wool and a needle, or a couple of needles, and they've just stabbed it into existence. I mean, that is awesome. And I love teaching people how to felt. I really do. Um, I love creating. Don't get me wrong, but making things is all well and good. But I honestly believe that for whatever reason, I was created not just to create, but to help other people learn how to create. And that's what I'm trying to do through the FELTit experience that I've just started, through the classes that I teach. I need to know from you guys what kind of classes you'd like to see coming up. Um, I'm going to have another earring class in February. I'll look at the dates tonight and get those figured out and out to you guys before the end of the week so that you can maybe plan for a November class. There are also some gift ideas for either classes or other things that'll be coming out for Black Friday through Cyber Monday that I want to let you guys know about. Um, Got to get through the FELTit experience opening and then closing up again tomorrow night. Hey, Lee, how are you, brother? How are things in Georgia? I'm just talking right now. Have you got any questions for me, Lee? We're going to see if Lee's got a question for me. I know Brother Lee from a long time ago when he was our interim pastor at my former church. And Brother Lee has the same birthday as my late husband. And so I always think of you in November, Lee. How are you and Ellen doing? I hope you guys are doing well and staying safe and staying healthy. I am just sort of, talking about this, that, and everything right now. Um, and I'm also pinning up some fabric so that I can make Ian some masks that he can wear to work. Um, I am so glad you like watching my creations, Lee. That makes me feel really good. I love seeing your paintings, and I would love to see you paint live sometime. That would be fabulous. I'd love to see your process. I am always interested in other people and their creative pursuits and seeing how they put things together and where they get their inspiration. How do you get your inspiration, Lee? How does your inspiration come about? Do you have an idea, or are you looking at a chapter and verse that inspires you to create? What is it that gives you your inspiration to create your beautiful paintings? Lee has become quite the painter in the past several years. And I don't know if his journey is different than mine, but I think all of our journeys with creativity start somewhere in the neighborhood of difficulty or unexpectedness or divine intervention. I know mine did. I never in a million years could have imagined that I would win an online giveaway for a hand painted roving, and that 12 years later, I would be teaching other people how to felt and how to create things from wool and silks and alpaca, all of the fluffy animals. But the Felted experience is a wonderful place where I can give you that individualized attention that you'd get if you were taking a class with me. The classes that I teach online, I think that I've done a good job of being able to translate the experience that is expected from a class with me. I mean, I'm a big kid when it comes to doing the classes, and I like to keep it fun and light, and I flat out refuse to tell anybody, no, you can't do that. I was told that once by my 10th grade art teacher, and as a result, I didn't think I was creative for the very longest of times. And I refuse to do that to anybody. I just refuse because life is too short. Yes, you're creative. We're all creative. We were created in the image of a creator. That means that we're all supposed to be creators. Now, you might not be a felter like me or a painter like Lee, but maybe you create sumptuous meals. Maybe you create a wonderful, inclusive experience for people of all backgrounds and all cultures that you come in contact with. Maybe your creativity is helping people find their own way. I just believe that we were all meant to be creative because we were made in the image of the Creator. And that means that we're supposed to be creative. Now, Your creative journey is going to be different than mine, different than Brother Lee's, different than my late husband's. But you know what? We all have creativity in us. And I like to help people find that creativity through felting. And even if they only take one class from me, even if I only happen to interact with them for a very short amount of time, it's my job and part of my purpose to make that interaction as life bringing, as uplifting, as encouraging as it can be, because that's the kind of experience I get from my creator. So, this is my passion, yes, but the way my felting journey happened, it's totally a God thing. Totally a God thing. Because there's no way I could have ever imagined doing what I'm doing in I worked retail, I worked office jobs, I did all kinds of things, but never, ever, ever was it on my radar to teach people how to be creative. I would never have thought that I was even qualified to teach anybody how to be creative. I mean, I had that 10th grade teacher tell me, no, you can't do that. And those experiences, they stick with you. And I probably let it stick with me a heck of a lot longer than I should have. But I'm here now. I'm embracing it now. I know without a doubt that this is where I'm supposed to be and that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Showing all of you that yes, you can. You can be creative. Your creativity is going to look different than mine. Everybody's creativity is going to look different from everybody else's. And that's the beauty of the variety of all of us being in this world. Wouldn't it be boring if we all painted or if we all made great cakes or if we were all the best teacher or, name it. If we were all the best second base baseball player, it'd be kind of boring if we all did the same thing. So our creativity to share it with other people. It's there to encourage other people. And that's what I try to do. That's what I try to do with my classes that I teach. And that's my goal with the FELTit experience is to help people be encouraged and to embrace something new, to try something new, to play again. Oh my gosh. We've forgotten how to play. We really have. And the lovely thing about felting for me is that every single time I pick up the felting needle and some wool, I get to play. I get to have some fun seeing what might be and what can become. And the joy that happens when you do that is priceless. And seeing that joy on somebody's face that I've been able to help get there, beyond priceless. I love what I do and I love encouraging people. And I'm hoping that I get to do this for a very long time. I'm glad that y'all stick with me. You'll note in the notes for the video today that there's a link where you can go and find all of my Facebook Lives that I've done. So if you've missed one or two, you can click that link and you can scroll back through all of them. You can also head over to stepthingsintoexistence.com and click the link for my YouTube channel. That's where the lives go as well. So you've got a couple of different options that'll work for you to find those previous Facebook Lives and forward to the next time of helping you be creative and helping you discover your creativity. As I mentioned this morning, I will not be live tomorrow. I take the 21st of October off, and it's a day of remembering for me. I'm going to travel to see my best friend between here and Tulsa. She's coming up from Tulsa. I'm coming down from Topeka. We're going to meet in Yates Center and spend the day and catch up with one another and share some time and some love and some memories about Randy. And then tomorrow night, At 7 o'clock, I will be on my Zoom call with my FELTit experience members. And then I'll be back live again on Thursday morning. So thank you, Brother Lee, for joining me tonight. And I hope you all have a lovely Wednesday tomorrow. And I'll plan on seeing you on Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time. I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.